Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Stewart. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. It's a run. Running back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
A pretty good push-up run here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking...
And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite it.
Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Washington. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it first and long. Same tailback, another carry. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tough spot here. Second and long from their 19. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Trying to find room. It's Gibson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Four receivers split wide on 2nd and inches. It's a quarterback keeper. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
What a nice game here by this Texas quarterback. And I can't help, Chris, but to think about guys like Vince Young, who did it as well as any quarterback maybe ever in college football, being that dual-threat guy. And, of course, Colt McCoy, who took over right after Vince left and won so many games. And now you're seeing a quarterback trying to live up to that great tradition.
First down. Looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Gibson.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, he get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The shotgun running play call. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Longhorns begin a new series here. 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Moving right through the contact. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Trying to find some room. It's Gibson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Now, wait a second. Their offense is in the red zone. They got the punt team out there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Buying time now, rolling to his left. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Here's the handoff. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain. and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Second down play coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And we're all tied up now. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking for the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Catch is made. Room to run here. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll try a pass here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Linebacker shifting around now. It's a run to the left. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. The pocket break, nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Texas. The defense adds 6 points. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop.
Texas.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Wolverines tussle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And he's got it. Can you believe it? What a kick.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
This one will be fair caught. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Defense not pressing this time. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So This is within their hit.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30. Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. Using his legs here. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Longhorns come to the line with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking to scramble. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
With the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offense coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down after that previous play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down there.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Across the 45 now. Tough running there. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Texas.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And it's complete downfield. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the single back takes the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. A quick juke to get free. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a hard running there through a tackle.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here's the 2nd down play. Fighting off the defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Tight end goes in motion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver, and the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Wolverines looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He stays alive. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. quarterback doesn't see anybody open, Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Now it's 2nd down here. The shotgun handoff here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
4th down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Well, all week long, this defensive coordinator told the media and told us when we sat down in our production meeting that they knew that this quarterback had the ability to throw the football. But today, it's been the quarterback's legs that's been giving them the problem.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point makes the lead 20 during the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. He'll ride the back again here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Here comes a handoff. He's free. No shot to bring him down. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them 10 back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And that run goes nowhere, and that'll be the final play of the ballgame. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.